everyone, I'm Jami from the Utah Education Network. Welcome to a new season of UEN Nearpod News. In this season, we're going to focus on really short how-to videos. So we're starting the season off with how to navigate the new teacher dashboard. So once you launch a lesson, what are all those icons and what do a few of them do? Okay, so when I launch a Nearpod lesson, you're going to notice that a few of your icons have moved and there have been a few changes to your dashboard. So we're going to start down here in the bottom left-hand corner. Right now it's telling me that I am on slide 10 of 31. And when I click on the slide icon, then I can access my slide carousel where I can share out any of the slides in my deck. I just click on it and I click share, and it's going to share that slide with my students. When I'm done selecting and moving my slides, then I can just click back on the icon and my slide carousel goes away. In the middle here, you're going to notice that I have my Add Activity button, where on the fly I can add a new slide. I can share web content with my students. I can ask them an open-ended question or a true or false question, and I can also share a draw it. So on the fly, I can add activities and content to my lessons. On any slide, I can also open my whiteboard, which will cover any screen that I'm on and allow me to use some of my draw it tools to share out with my students. If I'm on a slide with text, you'll also notice here in the middle, now I have an annotation tool. So if I click on annotate, then I can draw right on top of any of my content slides. Again, I click close annotate to move out of that. In the far right-hand corner, I can see how many participants I have in my lesson, which right now I'm just waiting for some students to join. But here's where I would see a list of students and I could choose if they are going to be co-teachers, or I can remove them from the lesson. If I want to hide student names on activities, I'll go back one slide here, then I can click on this Show Student Names and Answers. If the I has a line through it, that means that I'm currently hiding student names and answers. If I click on it, now when I show my teacher dashboard, my students will be able to see the names of their peers. The final icon on the bottom row is going to be to turn on student paced mode. So a newer feature in Nearpod is that I can choose which slides my students can self-pace through on their own by selecting from the current slide to additional slides, and then I click on turn on. So a few changes up here on the top menu. Right now, I am previewing a student view of my lesson. To view the teacher dashboard, I can just click on the teacher icon up there in the right-hand corner, and now I'm showing the teacher icon. This is where showing and hiding student names down here at the bottom is going to be really important. If you're interested in using this teacher view and sharing that with your students, you'll want to make sure that student names and answers are turned off so that your student names right here do not show for everyone to see. Okay, also up here on the top of your dashboard, you'll see this menu button. From here, I can email a report to myself. I can go into presentation view, which when I click here on presentation view, it's going to open up a student view of my lesson. So if you don't like using this new feature where I can toggle between teacher and student, and you'd prefer to just share your student view screen, you can just open up the lesson, click on menu, and click on presentation view. And then that gives you your additional screen to share if you have two screens that you can use. I can also add an activity from here, and I can end my session. So that's it for this episode of UEN Nearpod News. I hope you join me this season while we look at how to do a lot of different things in Nearpod, like how to use Nearpod in math and science and reading, how to use Nearpod for blended learning and personalized learning. If you get a chance, join the Utah Nearpod community, and always you can reach out to me at jgardner@uen.org. Thanks.